All right, people, let's take a good look here what we have to see today. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, why I hear black American males talk about me, and I keep trying to explain this to Mr. BBC. I explained this to y'all. I'm not saying him particularly, you see on the screen here, but I explained to y'all about the Afro American male, Mr. BBC, on why these brothers are going overseas. They talk about business ventures. For some odd reason, they can build businesses in these other countries, but when it comes to their own Afro American community, some odd reason, doesn't seem to know how to handle it. You can't understand the struggle, brothers. So, should black people consider moving to South America over Africa? Well, no further ado. Let this brother here explain to you why that should be.
You know, that's a serious advantage. Not to mention, for example, in Colombia, there's very pretty women, so that's another
Another reason.
yeah, well, yeah. That's probably why some of your some people were asking you about South America. A lot of people want to go to South America. It's probably Brazil, Colombia.
It's Brazil. It's all Brazil.
It's all Brazil.
Yeah, it's all Brazil. But I mean, and the reason why I Speak Your Peace TV. I just put the name of the book in the chat room. And guys, please get the likes up. So as you enter this chat, please press the like button. I really appreciate it. Thank you, family. Everybody, black men primarily go to Brazil purely because of the big booty Brazilian situations that are down there. So they fetishize about Brazil, but I never really heard a lot of brothers speaking on going to Colombia. This has been primarily Brazil. They go to South America. So somebody just brought this up in the chat room, and they made a great point. Now, Colombia, from my understanding, is a predominantly black nation. Is that true?
For example, around Choco, which is on the Pacific side, Cartagena, Santa Marta, Barranquilla, Cali. But if you start getting around like Bogota, Medellin, it's more mixed.
Okay. Now we know about the race.
We know about the racism. What do you guys like?
That a lot of African Brazilians face, Afro-Brazilians face. What about the Afro-Colombians? What kind of challenges do they face in a country like Colombia?
Well, imagine. I mean, it's obviously economic. I do know one of my friends. She's an Afro-Colombian.
Okay. The link will be down below. By all means, do watch the rest of this so-called video Comedy Central. Oh my God! I told y'all, Mr. BBC, I got to go overseas. Brothers, I have no clue why. I'm going to Brazil. What are you talking about? I'm just going down to explore the. I like how the way he said the big booty situation. Man, I keep trying to tell y'all about you Afro-American males. Y'all are desperate. Y'all are some desperate ass buffoons. You are the original simps. You and the white man, I don't know who it is, but both of y'all are the biggest simps of them all. The big booty situation. Come on. Oh my God, man. I told y'all, you're all desperate. Should black people consider moving to South America over Africa? Oh, hell yeah, they would. I don't care what the comments said. I know that for a fact. Listen, man, 9 out of 10, they're going to pick Latin America, South America over Africa any day of the week. They ain't going to Africa like that. Bro, if you compare the flights going to Brazil, it is 10 times more than any Afro-American will ever go to the continent of Africa combined. That's how low self-esteem y'all are. It is so obvious, man. Oh, I'm going down to Africa. What are we talking? I'm going to Brazil. I'm just trying to find my blackness. You see all the excuses Black American males make on why they should go to Brazil? Like, dude, everyone, the big booty situation. And then he sits there and he talks about what's going on down there, brother. Oh, let's talk about racism. See, this is how it goes again. We guys come sit down, brother. Have a seat, brother. We need to sit down, brother. We need to talk about racism, colorism, standard of beauty, and the so-called, oh my God, those women, man. Oh my God, those hot, sexy ass Latinas. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. You know, I like to pat myself on the back. I've been trying to explain this to Mr. BBC, the Afro-American male. I've been trying to say this for a long ass time. You guys are some desperate SOBs. Y'all are desperate. I mean, and this is the thing why I notice about these guys. You notice whenever they talk about what's going on in South America, they always bring other African Americans to speak about other countries, not actual people from the country that actually can sit down from an educated standpoint and actually can talk to you. It's never that. And why is it always when it comes to these Afro-American males, I have a friend in Colombia and she, wait a minute. Why is it every single friend that you have in South America is always a girl? And you know, so basically they brought this Afro-American male to come in and talk about Colombia. And the question that he asked is Colombia a black country? I mean, oh my God, bro. Listen, Colombia has 20% Afro in them? Like the African population in Colombia is 20%, 18%, I believe. And some odd reason, they're a majority black country. There's people that literally believe that Panama is a majority black country. No, they wish they were black nations. So that's an excuse for them to go move down there and get that orgasm. Because everybody knows why you pick these countries. Everyone knows why. I keep trying to explain to y'all this, man. It's so obvious. Oh, it's a secret. It's a secret. Why are these men going? Bro, it's not a secret. Everyone knows why you're going down to Panama, going down to Brazil, going down to Colombia. Y'all are going down to get laid. Everyone knows this. Don't sit there talking about business. Don't sit there talking about racism here. Give me a break. Everyone knows why you're going down there. And this is the thing. They say, there's so much racism down there. There's so much poverty down there. But yet the question has to ask, why is Mr. BBC traveling down to these countries 3 to 4 to 5, 6 times a year to these countries? I told y'all why. It's just to get laid. Dude, it's not that hard to understand that. And look what he says. The brothers are talking about South America. The brothers are talking about South America. Why won't the brothers talk about Angola? Why won't the brothers talk about Botswana? Why won't the brothers talking about these other countries in Africa? They would rather go to live in Colombia than anywhere in Africa. This guy's the guy you see in the face said, well, I'm choosing to go to Africa. That's okay. Don't care. Guys, there's people in the country, I would never live in Latin America. There's so much racism down there. Look how prejudiced there are people down there. Okay. Prejudice, racism. Don't need your money. Bye. Go somewhere else. Go live in Africa. Don't even care. I mean, this is the thing that's so comical about black Americans. I mean, this is how they don't even see the stupidity coming out of their mouths. Bro, do you see anyone from these countries trying to live where y'all live? No one's doing that. You don't see no black Brazilians or big booty Brazilian girls saying, let's go to the United States and let's go and live among black American. They're not doing that. Now, I like this part. Well, girls don't travel by themselves. Well, that's kind of odd. I see plenty of women from my country that are single travelers from Europe and Asia and the Middle East that travel to Mexico. I see them in Central America. They got no problem at all. I know single travelers from Brazil that go to Mexico, go to Dominican Republic, go to Colombia. Yet for some odd reason, they ain't traveling to the United States to see y'all. I mean, this is how pathetic these guys are. It is pathetic, man. I told y'all are simps. Y'all are the biggest simps of them all. Everyone knows this, man. Even the big booty girls down in Brazil, they know why you're going down there, man. And what's so comical is your excuses. Well, I'm going down to Brazil to find my blackness. Oh, they hold the African culture down there. I mean, well, there's a whole concept of African culture over there. Why don't you go down there, brother? Oh no, I want to go to Salvador, Brazil, and see the African heritage over there. Yet, do you see any Afro-Brazilians coming to your community and see the Afro heritage in the United States? They ain't coming. They ain't coming. They ain't going down there. In fact, I'll guarantee you right now, those people rather go to live in Colombia or rather live in Cuba or in Dominican Republic, but damn sure they ain't gonna live in no Afro-American community. That tells you how much you're worth. Why do you think you're the ones traveling down there to see these so-called women? Because y'all are desperate. These women are not traveling to see you. And if they had a chance, they won't even care. Why? Because they don't care. They never did. Let's talk about racism. Let's talk about the free trade. Let's talk about, yeah, you're going to talk about racism, really? By interviewing another African American? Are you serious? See, this is why you can't take these people seriously. Because when it comes to racism and colorism, it does, look, those are serious situations. I understand that. But I'm trying to explain here, y'all, about Mr. BBC and the Afro-American male. That's just a cover story. Those are just excuses for these people saying, wow, the people, they are suffering. We gotta help our brothers and sisters. Let's go down there and fight. And when you actually see them down there, where they at? The titty bars, not the club. They're trying to get that orgasm. They ain't trying to fight anything. They ain't trying to fight white supremacy. They ain't sure damn hell ain't fighting white supremacy in the United States. What makes you think they're gonna fight white supremacy in these other countries? Because they're lazy. And the reason why I know they're not trying to fight white supremacy, because these dudes on YouTube will go around bragging about how they bang white chicks in the USA. How are you going to bang white chicks when you are calling them white supremacists? Does that make any sense? Now they're going around saying these countries are racist countries. These countries are white supremacist countries they run by. And yet, why are you going down there? Why are you sleeping with the people down in these so-called racist countries? And not to mention, man, this guy's accent it's Cali and Mildila and Barranquilla and Cartagena and Choco. Man, that is some horrible, man, way to butcher the Spanish language, man. For a dude that goes around and chasing after pussy in Colombia, I mean, man, your Spanish is horrible. I don't hear not one, listen, man, listen. You're not going to hear nothing about what's going on, particularly what's going on in these particular regions. You're not going to hear these guys talk about the drug wars that are occurring that's affecting these regions. You're not going to talk about the recent gold mines in these regions. You're not going to talk about that is not in the equation. They're not going to talk about that. The only thing they're going to talk about is colorism and racism and how the girls look. And if the girls got big booty, let me go down and get some of that orgasm. And let's go down there, brothers, and let's go marry those women to replace our Afro-American females, because our Afro-American females are garbage, mess, effed up. They're horrible wives. They're horrible mothers. We need to go down there, brothers, to get those women under the banner of they're also black as well. That's the Afro-American male for you. I'm telling y'all, they ain't going to Africa. As much as this guy can say about Africa this, Africa that, trust me, the vast majority of black Americans are not going to Africa. Unless it's Ethiopia or Cape Verde or any mixed biracially looking places, trust me, they ain't going to Africa. That's why you got these guys saying Colombia's a black nation, Brazil's a black nation, even though the majority of these countries are actually mixed. I told you all this. The guy literally says they're fetishizing the big booty situation. Big booty situation? You know what's even comical about this? Is that the Brazilian girls down there, they don't even mention anything about you guys. You don't see these girls making Google Hangouts talking about American men. They don't care. And they want to sit there and want to talk about racial issues and issues in these countries. Listen, man. I don't want to hear these Americans talk. What should be occurring right now, if there's actual issues in these countries, we need actual people from these countries to speak what's going on in these countries, because these are things that matter and affect the whole region of Latin America. But no. Black Americans have to speak on behalf of this nonsense. And most of the time, they're just doing that so you can just find a way to go down and get laid. I mean, that's black Americans for you, man. That's why you can't take these guys seriously. I've been saying this for quite a while. And every time when I say this, they get mad, they get upset. That ain't true. We're not obsessed over them. Yeah, you are. Even the guy said that. You guys have a massive fetish for these women. And what's comical about this is that Brazilian girls don't even give a damn about you. Why are you putting women, other women from other countries, on a pedestal when those women don't give a BS about you? That's how low self-esteem Afro-American males are. The bar is so low for these guys that they're willing to travel to another country just to get approval. And then they want to sit there and talk about personal issues. And if you want to talk about real issues, why don't you actually be streamed from the country and give you an academic, political, and a proper response with an educated background? You don't want to do that. No, you bring some Afro-American to speak for that. Come on, man. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.